wonderfully invigorating session. It was a great start to the festival here at the Pune University. And the debates and presentations were diverse and complex and extremely interesting, ranging from Manipur and Assam to Kashmir, Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh. We covered a lot of ground, a lot of land geographically as well as looking at issues.
In many ways, the northeastern states have produced a wonderful crop of writers, creative writers, fiction writers, non-fiction writers, and women have been particularly strong among these. And there has been really a kind of connection between women's writing and women's activism in many of the northeastern states, especially because with many places being caught in different kinds of conflict, the situations of conflict find their way into so much creative writing that takes place.
In Nagaland, a daughter is seen as a father having the right to forgive his daughter's rapist. It reveals that women are seen as property. A daughter is a father's property, and then later she gets married and she's her husband's property.
In the beginning, with the particular, yesterday, while in one of the sessions, Mitra mentioned that for all good writers, you start with the particular and you hope that it becomes the universal. So I'm going to take her as my cue here and say, I will start with the particular and move on to the general. When my northeastern identity comes into play, I am immediately pointed to my self-perception as a woman. And as immediately, I realize that this perception is colored by the fictions from the inside and from the outside. Strong, independent, liberated, modern are just so many of the words that have been used to describe us, often with admiration, but as often to judge.
The role of a woman, how a mother can mold the psyche or the sense of independence or sense of worth in the children. As of records, perhaps the Central Election Commission of India or the researchers in political sciences, they would say women are the largest voters in India. Are they good enough as women leaders to represent our concerns as families? Or the voices from the women's movement or the human rights movement or the people's movement? Will they actually make the difference?
The Northeast is actually quite known for women's activism, and it's known primarily, I think, because of Manipur. And I want to acknowledge and I want to salute, starting with Iram Sharmila, the kind of activism which has been there. For me, it has empowered me each time I have traveled to Manipur. Real peace can only come if there has been justice. There cannot be peace where there is impunity. I mean, you may choose to forget, but there has to be an acknowledgement of violations. There has to be redress for those violations in whatever way, but it cannot be swept under the carpet and said nothing happened in the past, now we do peace building. It cannot. If you want real and sustained peace, it has to be built along those lines.
I was just wondering what the experience is in other states in the Northeast, with regard to availability of resources and the control that women have on those resources so that they can enter political life.